Hey everybody, it's Mr. Saad checking back in with you. I just wanted to kind of go over a few things with this week's plan so that you are not confused whatsoever. So what I have in front of me is the PowerPoint slides for the week. All your work is due Sunday, May 3rd by 11:59 p.m. And slide 2 is really an overview of what you have to do. I want to spend the majority of my time looking at this first one, so let's go in reverse order. The notes, which you don't need to take, but I do want you to look through, are on slides 4 through 16. There's a quizzes on slide 17. You'll get credit for completing that. And then on slide 18, there is a YouTube tutorial that I want you to create. It's going to look very similar to this, like two pencils laying on top of each other. It's very step-by-step. It is about a 20-minute video. You may have to pause it. There's the link. Use Adobe Illustrator for those of you that were unable to download Illustrator. Use a different vector program or be creative and use a vector app on your PC. But what I want to do is spend time on this first exercise, which is the Pathfinder exercise. And essentially what you're going to do is use slide 3 to be creative and make all 12 of these shapes with the Pathfinder tool. So let me go split screen here. And you can see the 3 assignments that are due. I put them in PowerSchool. So let's go. There is the PowerPoint. And here is Adobe Illustrator. Now, again, if you're using a program other than Illustrator, this is going to be slightly different, but do the best you can. So I'm going to make a new blank document. The size of this document's not really going to matter. I really should have just chose letter. And that's not what I want. Just make it 8.5 by 11. Just so I can have a large enough piece of paper to squeeze all 12 of those shapes on. So this Pathfinder tool, which you'll see in the notes of the slideshow, is very useful. It is, I kind of compare this activity to similar to solving a puzzle, if you kind of are into things like that. And for the Pathfinder tool, you should be able to turn it on under Window. Yeah, there you can see it. Oops. And this right here is really what you're going to need. So this tool includes unite, minus front, intersect, and exclude. These 4 are the ones you're going to use the most, though there's also a few on the bottom. And if I just draw a few shapes, just so you can get an idea of what this looks like. Okay, so just random shape. I'm gonna delete this, so just kind of watch. What I like to do typically with this, I select both of them, and I just go down the options. Unite is going to create them into one, right? And if I undo that, Control Z, let's just check it out. This one is minus front, so whatever image was on front, it kind of carves that out. Intersect only keeps a portion that both of them cover. So you see what these do. And a lot of times I'll choose the wrong tool. There's exclude, and I just have to Control Z and undo and redo. So, and then there's also, again, a few at the bottom. There's shape modes and pathfinders. But this is pretty fun. I know I probably say that a lot. I want you to make these 12 shapes using the Pathfinder tool and a variety of other shapes. So let's start with this 3-leaf clover, right? Well, this one's not too bad because I'm going to use the ellipse tool. I'm going to go with green. Going to hold down shift so I get a decent object there. I'm going to copy and paste that twice. All right. And then I'm just going to, looks pretty good like that. I might have to move it over slightly. All right. And then I kind of need the stem. So let's go back to my shapes. Maybe I just make kind of a skinny rectangle. There's definitely more than one way to do this. So and then again, I'll box it up. You can see my intersection of all of them. And with something like that, I want to unite. A little crooked on that side. But you kind of see what you got with that. And you can make these a little smaller when you're done just so you have some space. So that is the gist of this. Students typically, this one, a lot of students get really frustrated with. This, if you think about it, is just 2 circles. And you're simply excluding the overlapping shapes. Very similar to this one. The more challenging ones would be, this one seems to challenge some students. And believe it or not, in my opinion, this is the hardest one, just simply because of that yellow area. But I love seeing how students do these. Unfortunately, I won't see how you're going to do them, but this is a great exercise. Although it's a warm up in class, this could take up the whole class because I can call so many of you back to the laptop, and I just love seeing the creative ways you go about doing this. Oh, and lastly, don't be intimidated by this one. You can use the text tool for the letter P. A couple different ways you can do the diamond. You could, draw a rectangle and spin it. You could also draw the star tool. I think I showed you this the first week. And as you're holding it down, don't let go. Use the down arrow. You can actually make 2 triangles, right? Kind of intersect them that way. Anyway, sorry, I'm having a little bit of fun with this. So this is your Pathfinder exercise. Create it from scratch. Make your 12 images. Upload it in Canvas. Hopefully that was helpful. And those are your 3 activities, but I would start with the Pathfinder. Feel free to email me with questions. Hope you all are doing well. I miss teaching and being in front of you so much. But I trust that you guys are safe and healthy, and hopefully I can see you sooner than later. Thanks.